Okay, this is Genesis 25, and we're going to start at 21. This is the story of Jacob and Esau. So I made it a part two to go more into detail to let you guys know the parable between the hand on Esau's heel. Okay, so the hand on Esau's heel is basically Second Ezra 6 and 8 and 9. Okay, so you got to go to Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 8 and 9. Okay, so it basically states that Esau will be the end of the world and Jacob will be the beginning of it that follows. All right? So Esau will be ruling during the end, and then Jacob will rule the new world that comes after the end of the Esau's rule, because he always prophesied and chose Jacob. So we're going to start from 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife, because she was barren. And the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. Okay, so Isaac and Rebekah are the parents. So she was barren for some time, and then she conceived as she got older. And the children struggled together within her. Okay, so they were at odds even in the womb. As she was pregnant, she was bigger than the usual pregnant, and it had a lot of commotion going on in her, a lot of pain. Okay, and she said, "If it be so, why am I thus?" And she went to inquire of the Lord. Okay, so she said, if I'm blessed with a child, why am I thus? Okay, so this is when the Lord told her the prophecy of her twins. Okay, and the Lord said unto her, two nations are in thy womb. Okay, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. Okay, so he said that two nations are in her womb, so it's going to be two different people. Okay, and they're going to be separate. They're going to be um different. The manner of them are going to be different. And the one people shall be stronger than the other. Okay? So it's going to be an obvious difference between the two, right? Nations of people. And one nation of people is going to be stronger, and the elder shall serve the younger. Okay? So this is where Esau is to serve Jacob. Okay? Because Esau was the firstborn. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. Okay, so God told her that she was going to have twins. They were going to be a nation of people, each of them. So we have Esau, which is Edom. He became the Edomites. And Jacob, which is Israel, became the Israelites. Okay, they're two different separate people. The Edomites was way different. Esau was a cunning hunter. He was an outside man, always outside in the field, hunting, killing, going to war, robbing, stealing. And Jacob was a plain man who dwelt in a tent. He cooked, he prayed, he studied the word, he listened to his parents. He was close to his mom. Rebekah loved Jacob, and Isaac loved Esau, because Isaac ate of the venison that Esau would go out and hunt, right? Because Esau was a cunning hunter. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Okay, so Esau came out red. He was a red man. Okay, so he was different. All right. He was red all over, and he was hairy. Okay. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold to Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. Okay. So Jacob came on out holding Esau's heel, right? And Isaac was 60 years old when she bare them. She was barren for some time because he was 60. Each score is 20, which will make him 60, right? He was 60 when she finally bare Esau and Jacob. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. Okay, so Esau was the outside man, he loved to kill and hunt the animals. Okay, and Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob, and Jacob sought pottage. Okay, so Jacob cooked some pottage. Okay, it was like a beef stew, soup. And Esau came from the field, and he was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, "Feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage." Okay? So he came in faint out of a battle, okay, that he was in. You know, he was a hunter and things of that nature. So Esau had a lot going on. So he was close unto death when he came into Jacob. And the pottage wasn't even fully cooked. It was still red. And he still ate it. Okay, so that's how desperate he was, and he didn't care about his birthright. Okay, and Esau said to Jacob, "Feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint." Therefore was his name called Edom. Okay, so Edom means red. Okay, he was a red man, and he ate raw food. His children became the Edomites. All right, his nation of people became the Edomites. Okay, so a little history on the Edomites. They are the ones that destroyed the temple the second time. Okay, the Roman Empire. All right. Okay, so his name was changed to Edom. Jacob's name was changed to Israel. Okay, and Jacob said, "Sell me this day thy birthright." Okay, so Jacob said, "If you want this red pottage, you sell me your birthright." Okay. And Esau said, "Behold, I am at the point to die, and what profit shall this birthright do to me?" Okay. So he disregarded his birthright for the stew, for the pottage, right? And Jacob said, "Swear to me this day." And he sware unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils. And he did eat and drink, and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. Since he despised his birthright, Jacob seen the advantage of having the birthright at his young age, and Esau fumbled the bag, right? And sold it, right? But he didn't realize what it was until later when it was time for the blessing, right? So we're going to get that into part 3. All right, so we'll make a part 3 to this. Thank you for tuning in. JTV. Holla back.